Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Girijanandana Niranjana, He Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Parvati Nandana Shobhanana, Parvati Nandana Shobhanana, Parvati Nandana Shobhanana, Parvati Nandana Shobhanana, Pahi Prabho Mam, Pahi Prasanna, Pahi Prabho Mam, Pahi Prasanna, Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana, He Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana.
सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः। Humble prostrations to one and all. So in the last class, we were seeing the initial verses of the 11th chapter. The chapter begins with a sincere expression of gratitude by Arjuna. Arjuna says, Bhagavan, mama mohaha vigataha. Bhagavan, my delusion has gone. It is all because of your grace and blessings. You have been patiently giving this great knowledge, the knowledge of the self, to me, clearing all my questions en route. Bhagavan, the end result of this teaching is my delusions are gone. you have in detail elaborated vistarashaha. In detail, you have elaborated upon the spiritual topics. And through this, Bhagavan, I have come to know that infinite glory of yours, avyayam mahatmyam. And what is your glory? Bhagavan, your glory is that all beings exist in you and all beings dissolve in you. Bhava apyayo hi bhutanam. These beings have no independent existence other than you. You alone exist. All these beings, things and beings, they exist in you. They have no existence apart from you. So thus I have known your glory, Bhagavan. But Bhagavan, I have a request to make. Bhagavan, I have a desire. And what is that desire? Drashtum ichchami. Bhagavan, I want to see you. Arjuna, what do you want to see? Te aishwaram rupam drashtum ichchami. I want to see your divine form, Bhagavan. See, intellectually I have understood what you have said, that the whole world is nothing but your manifestation. I have understood it. But Bhagavan, I want to experience it. I want to experience that all beings exist in you. You are the sum and substance of the whole creation. Bhagavan, I want to feel it. Just intellectual appreciation will not do. I want direct spiritual experience. Bhagavan, I know my limitations. So Arjuna continues in the 4th verse. Now let us chant verse number 4. Manyase yadi tacchakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshvara tato me tvam darshayatmanamavyayam. Manyase yadi tacchakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshvara tato me tvam darshayatmanamavyayam. Hey Prabhu, O Lord, yadi manyase, if you think what? Maya drashtum shakyam iti. Shakyam, possible. Maya drashtum, to see. Maya, by me. Iti, thus. Bhagavan, if you think that I can see it, if you think that it is possible for me to see what? Tat atmanam avyayam rupam, that imperishable divine form of yours. Bhagavan, if you think that I can see that divine form, tataha, then tvam me darshaya. O Lord, please show that divine form to me. Bhagavan, I know that you can show me because, hey, Yogeshwara, you are Yogeshwara. You are the Lord of Yoga. So here yoga means power. So you are that Lord who has all the powers in you. All Shaktis, all the powers, it is yours. So therefore, I don't think it is impossible for you to show me. So Bhagavan, if you think that I can see, then please show this divine form to me. So this is the literal translation. So now, what is Arjuna saying here? What Arjuna is saying is, Bhagavan, as far as I am concerned, I know it very well that I don't have the qualification necessary to see this Aishwaram Rupam, to see this divine form. Bhagavan, I accept, I admit that I don't have the qualification. What is the qualification necessary to see this form? The qualification necessary is mental purity. The qualification necessary is jnana, bhakti, vairagya, spiritual knowledge, devotion, dispassion. The qualification necessary is single-pointed devotion, bhakti. The qualification necessary is concentration, chitta ekagrata and chitta shuddhi, purity and concentration. Now all these things can come only when a person does sadhana for so many years. When a person does sadhana, constant contemplation on the divine, constant meditation upon the divine, constant remembrance of the divine. In this way, when a person for so many years he does sadhana, that mind becomes a divine mind filled with divine samskaras. With such a mind, when a person looks out into the world, what will he see? A divine mind will project only a divine world. So then what will he see? Vishva-darshanam becomes Ishvara-Rupa-DARSHANam. What will he see? He will see the world as the manifestation of the Lord. How is he able to see? He is able to see because his mind has been saturated in divine samskaras, Daivi samskaras, Ishwariya samskaras. The world is nothing but the projection of the mind. If the mind is filled with divine virtues, if the mind is filled with devotion for the Lord and the knowledge about the Lord, what kind of world will that mind project? The mind will project only a divine world. So this divine vision of the world is called Vishvarūpa-Darshanam. Vishva-darshanam, but in the form of Ishvara Rupam. So Arjuna says, Bhagavan, I know that I don't have the qualification because I have not done any sadhana. Intellectually, I appreciate whatever you have said. I fully agree. I have absolutely no doubt about it. I have total faith in your words. But now, Bhagavan, the present knowledge which I have is only an intellectual appreciation. It's only an intellectual knowledge. It is not an experiential knowledge. So, Bhagavan, at this stage, developing divine samskara is not an overnight job. It is not possible for a person to gain that spiritual samskaras all of a sudden. It takes time. And now what is our condition? Oh Bhagavan, our condition is such that even when we go to temple, even when we see that Lord in the temple, our mind is not in the Lord. We may see some form, a form made of metal, an idol made of metal, or an idol made of stone. Worship is happening, arati is happening, puja is happening, but still my mind sees only the metal there, the mind sees only the stone there. No faith, no purity, no bhakti. This is our condition, Bhagavan. Now let us assume that at least in the temple we are able to see that Lord, some Shraddha Bhakti is there. Even then, Bhagavan, when we come out of the temple, when we see the world, all those divine feeling which we feel inside the temple, everything is gone. The moment I see my chappal missing, or misplaced or displaced, my peace of mind is gone, the divine atmosphere in the mind is gone. This is our condition, Bhagavan. Bhagavan, it's all because of the vasanas in us. Our vasanas, our worldly vasanas are so intense that when we see the world, we are not seeing a divine world, we are seeing only our vasana-filled world. The mind is filled with vasanas, and these vasanas are projected in the world, and therefore what kind of world I see? I see a world filled with likes and dislikes. I see a world filled with ahankara and mamakara, I-ness and minus. So the world I see, the world of names and forms I see, but I don't see God there. I see only my vasanas being projected there. I see things, beings and situations, but they are all colored by my vasanas. There are things which I like, I get attracted towards them. There are things and beings which I dislike, I get repelled by them. So instead of thinking instead of thinking these things and beings as the manifestation of the Lord, what is my attitude? My attitude is likes or dislikes. Because the mind is colored with varieties of worldly vasanas. So Bhagavan, though intellectually I appreciate that the world is a manifestation of the Lord, but I am not able to see the world as a manifestation. My own vasanas are preventing me from gaining this divine vision. So Bhagavan, my request is it possible to gain that vision? For the time being, Bhagavan, can you give a glimpse of that divine vision in which all the great Mahātmās are reveling? They are able to effortlessly see the presence of the Lord. How effortless it is? It is as effortless as seeing the gold in the ornaments. Even as you are seeing the ornaments, you are seeing the gold also. How effortless it is? So effortless is Mahātmās seeing God in the world. How effortlessly we see the water in the waves. As you see the waves, you see water also. So effortlessly Mahātmās are able to see Bhagavan in the world. How effortlessly we are able to see the clay in the pots and pans. How effortlessly we are able to see the wood in different furnitures. So effortlessly Mahātmās are able to see Bhagavan everywhere. But oh Lord, we are not that pure-hearted. We have all kinds of vasanas. So therefore, these vasanas are playing the spoil sport, not allowing us to have your vision in this world. So Bhagavan, I know that as far as I am concerned, I am not fit for it. I am not qualified for it. This is my stand. This is my state. But Bhagavan, though I am unfit to see this divine vision, but there is one thing I know. I know that you are Yogeshvara. See how Bhagavan is addressed in this verse. In this verse, Bhagavan is addressed as Prabhu and Yogeshvara. Prabhu means the Lord, the Master who can do anything. Kartum akartum anyatha kartum shaktah Ishvara. Who is Lord? He can do a thing, he need not do a thing, he can do something else also. Anything is possible by Bhagavan. So, oh Lord, you are Yogeshvara. Anything is possible for you. Though I am unfit to see this divine vision, you can make me fit. That ability, that strength, that power you have. Because you are Yogeshvara, the Lord of Yoga. So here yoga means power. Maya Shakti is called yoga here. So, oh Lord, you are so great. What is that which is impossible for you? Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim yatkrupatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam. Bhagwan, what is not possible for you? Mukam karoti vachalam. A dumb fellow stuns the world with his oratory skills by your grace and blessings. Pangum langhayate girim. A lame fellow, he is able to scale the highest mountains. All because of your grace and blessings, Bhagwan. Such is your power. So definitely you can make me have this divine vision. Bhagwan, it is because of your power that this illusory world, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya, this illusory world is appearing so real, so solid. It is because of your Maya Shakti, Bhagwan. The non-existent world has become so real, so solid. That is your power, Bhagwan. So, what is impossible for you? So, Bhagwan, now I am seeing the world, Vishwa-darshanam is happening. Bhagwan, may I request you to make it Ishvara-Rupa-Darshanam? May I request you to see you in this world? Now I am seeing the world. Bhagwan, please bless me that I may see you in this world. Bhagwan, but let me tell you one thing. If you think that this vision, this forced divine vision is not good for me, then Bhagwan, don't give it. If you think that this will not help me spiritually, then don't give. If you think that this divine vision I will not be able to sustain, I will not be able to stand, then don't give. Bhagwan, if you think that it is not good for me, then please don't give. So this is the attitude of Arjuna. Manyase yadi tacchakyam maya drashtum. So what is that Arjuna's attitude? Arjuna is saying, Bhagwan, I know that you can give me, but if you think that it is not good for me, then please don't give. Now this should be the attitude of all devotees. What is that attitude? It is called as Prasāda Buddhi. Bhagwan, I will ask you everything because I am your child, you are my father and mother. Whenever I want something, whom else will I ask? I will have to ask you only. But Bhagwan, in my immaturity, I may ask so many things. With my little intelligence, I may demand so many things. But Bhagwan, don't give just because I am asking. If you think it is good, only then you give. Otherwise, please don't give. This is the attitude of a good devotee, of a mature devotee. So we have all the right to ask whatever we want from Bhagavan, whether it is material prosperity or whether it is spiritual evolution. Everything we can ask from the Lord, but allow the Lord to take decision for us. Whatever we need, we have the right to ask. But let the final decision be Bhagavan's. Let us not be insistent upon our demands. This is how a devotee should be. So in the same way here also, Arjuna is expressing that same attitude. Bhagavan, if you think it won't harm me, it will only help me, if you think so, then please give this vision. So this is the request of Arjuna. So what does Bhagavan say? Let us see verse number 5. Shri Bhagavanuvāca Pashya me partharupāni Shatashotha sahasrashaha Nana vidhani divyani Nana varna krutini cha Pashya me partharupāni Shatashotha sahasrashaha Nana vidhani divyani Nana varna krutini cha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Blessed Lord said. What did he say? So Arjuna asked for that Divya-Rūpa-Darshanam, Ishvariya-Rūpa-Darshanam, the vision of that divine form. So Bhagavan's response, how did Bhagavan respond? Bhagavan said, O Partha. See the way Bhagavan is calling Arjuna. O Partha. Partha means what? Son of Prithu. Who is Prithu? Kunti Mata's another name is Prithu. O Partha. Pashya. See. Now this is very interesting here. Whenever Bhagavan's love for Arjuna overflows, he calls Arjuna as either Kaunteya or Partha. This is very interesting. Who is Kunti Mata? She is one of the greatest devotees of Bhagavan. So here Bhagavan is saying, Arjuna, you are such a blessed son of a great devotee. How is it possible that I will not listen to your request? How is it possible that I will deny your demand? Aham Bhakta-parādhīnatā, Arjuna. You are also a great devotee. Moreover, you are my friend also. Bhaktosi sakha cheti. Bhaktosi me sakha cheti, Bhagavan says. You are my friend, you are my devotee, and moreover, you are the son of Kunti Mata, one of the greatest devotees. So therefore, how can I ever deny your request, Arjuna? So Partha, Pashya, see. See. What? Nana vidhani rupani pashya. Arjuna, see rupani forms, nana vidhani, varieties of forms, different kinds of forms. Nana vidhani rupani pashya. In how many? Not in 5, 10s or dozens or something. No, shatashaha, sahasrashaha. Shatashaha means in hundreds. Sahasrashaha means in thousands. In hundreds and thousands, O Arjuna, see the varieties of forms. These forms which are Nana Varna Akritini. Varna means color. Akriti means shape, size. So see all these forms of varieties of shapes and sizes in hundreds and thousands. At the same time, Arjuna, they are all divyani, divine. So here we find Bhagavan accepting the request of Arjuna and now showing his divine form. So here Bhagavan is saying, Arjuna, see in hundreds and thousands the varieties of forms. Now, if you see this world, the one striking feature about this universe is infinity in variety. Anything you take, The varieties are mind-blowing, isn't it? Take a leaf. How many leaves are present in this world which are unique? You will find that every leaf is unique. In the same tree, every leaf is different from each other, isn't it? See the variety. Every fingerprint, they say, is unique. Now just imagine, crores and crores of people who are living, and those people who are already dead. Just imagine how many people must have walked upon this earth. It is said every fingerprint is unique, and that's why they have this fingerprint detection, etc. That's how these criminals are caught from the crime place. Nowadays we have this device which can be unlocked. They have this eye scanner. So it means even our eyes are unique. The iris, the retina, all those components of the eyes, they say everything is unique. They say each and every hair in our body is unique. It is different from the other. They are not same. Just imagine. In fact, even each and every grain of sand which we find in the seashore, each and every grain of sand is unique. It's amazing that in every field we have infinity as variety. Bhagavan has been very humble enough to say that it is shatashaha and sahasrashaha, hundreds and thousands. It is not hundreds and thousands, it is countless billions. How many stars are there in the cosmos? Countless billions, and each star is unique and different. See the creative potential of the Lord. And that's why Bhagavan is called Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha, Garbha means womb, Hiranya means gold. The one who has infinite treasure in his womb is called Hiranyagarbha. There is no dearth, there is no lack. In every field, whether it is a field of science or sports or arts or music, we find different kinds of talents being thrown by the cosmos at different times, isn't it? People with how many different talents have blessed this universe. So in every field you will find the creative potential of this cosmos is infinite. Somebody asked Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, this organization, Ramakrishna Mission, which you have set up, Swamiji, as long as you are there, fine, the mission is running well. What will happen once you are gone? Then it is said, Swami Vivekananda, he lifted one handful of sand and he said, the Lord is so great that if He wills, He will create as many Vivekanandas as are there in this handful of sand. As many grains, as many Vivekanandas He will create as there are grains of sand in my hand. Bhagavan is that capable, so don't worry about it. That was the kind of answer given by Swami Vivekananda. What is not lacking? If you see the number of commentaries written on Bhagavad Gita, every Mahatma came and he gave his own unique interpretation on Bhagavad Gita. How many commentaries we have? all masterly commentaries. Whether it is the commentary of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, or of Madhvacharya, or Ramanujacharya, or Swami Chinmaya, or Prabhupada, how many great masters have come and given their commentaries? This is called Nana Vidhani. If you see this Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, we find that everything is infinite. How many different kinds of sounds are possible in this cosmos? It is infinite. We are capable of hearing only few sounds within a few wavelength range. But they say there are infinite sounds in this cosmos, infinite colors in this cosmos. Everything is infinite. So now Bhagavan is saying, Arjuna, look into this world again. What do you find? You find infinite varieties, isn't it? Now, Pashya, Bhagavan says, see. Now here, a very important term is introduced, and that term is Divyani. Now this term is very important. Nana Vidhani Divyani. Why this term is important? See, you don't need a Divya Chakshu to appreciate the infinite varieties of the cosmos. We don't need a Divya Chakshu. This ordinary fleshy eye, this Laukika Chakshu is enough to see Nana Vidhani Rupani, all these varieties of forms. We don't need a Divya Chakshu. Even a rank atheist will see all these infinite forms. Arjuna's request was not to make him see all these forms. No. Arjuna's request was, Bhagavan, may I see you in these forms. So therefore, Divyani means divine. What do you mean divine? Anything which belongs to God is called divine. Divine, anything which belongs to God. So divine form in the temple. Why Bhagavan's that piece of stone or idol which is consecrated in the temple, why is it called divine? It is called divine because it is a form of the Lord. Divya. Bhagavad Gita is called a divine book. Why is it called divine? Because it contains the teaching of the Lord. When we take Tirtha Prasadam, in the temple they give Tirtham, it is nothing but water. Water with which the Lord has been done Abhishekam. The Lord has been bathed in that water. Now what that water has become? It has become Divyam, divine. Why? Because it is associated with Bhagavan. So anything which is associated with Bhagavan becomes Divyam, becomes divine. The prasad that which we get from the temple, it is nothing but an eatable. Maybe a banana or maybe some sweet, but it becomes prasadam, it becomes divine. Why? Because it has been offered to the Lord, it has become Naivedyam. From the Lord it is coming, therefore it becomes divine. So anything associated with God is divine. Mahātmās, we fall at his feet and we say, His Holiness, Swami XYZ. How did that person become holy? That person became holy because constantly he is meditating upon Lord. So because he is associated with God, he becomes worshipful. So we find that anything and everything associated with God becomes divine. So in the same way here, what does Bhagavan say? Arjuna, look at this world, the very same world with infinite varieties, but now that world is Divyam. It is divine. Why is it divine? Because now you are not seeing the world, now you are seeing God manifested in the world. This makes it divine. Nana vidhani divyani, nana varna akritini. Arjuna, not only you see this world, I will give you a special blessing by which you can see even other worlds also. You can see divinities even in the other worlds. That is the content of the next verse. Let us chant that verse, verse number 6. Pashyadityan vasun rudran Ashvinau marutastatha Bahunyadrishta purvani Pashyascharyaani bharata Pashyadityan vasun rudran Ashvinau marutastatha Bahunyadrishta purvani Pashyascharyaani bharata. O Bharata, again see the name used by Bhagavan to describe Arjuna. Bharata. Bha means light, light of knowledge is called Bha. Rata means the one who revels. The one who revels in the light of knowledge is called Bharata. So it is a right name for Arjuna because he is showing so much of interest in spiritual knowledge. He is reveling in spiritual knowledge. In the 10th chapter, he makes it very clear, Bhagavan, I am not satisfied. Please continue this teaching, this glory of yours. I want to listen more and more. So literally, Arjuna was reveling in this knowledge. So Bhagavan aptly calls him Bharata. In fact, our country is also known as Bharata because of this reason. Once upon a time, this country was the very hub of all branches of knowledge. We have the most ancient universities, Nalanda and Takshashila. Great scholars used to come to learn. They used to come to India to learn, to master various branches of knowledge. So because this country was the hub of knowledge, this country is called Bharata, a right name. Yes, so now Bhagavan says, O Bharata. What does Bhagavan say? Pashya, see. See. What? Ascharyani Pashya. Arjuna, see the wonder. See the great wonders. Ascharyani Pashya. What is that wonder? Adrishta purvani ascharyani Pashya. Arjuna, you might have never seen this before. Adrishta purvani. Wonder is that which you have never seen before. That's how you describe Ascharya. Iti charati, iti Ascharya they say. That when you see, when you say, when your mouth is left agape with wonder, then that is called as Ascharya. Adrishta purvani Ascharyani Pashya. Arjuna, see. Adrishta purvani, that which you have never seen before. I will show you everything. Now, very interestingly, here Bhagavan is showing something which he has never seen before. And what is he showing? He is showing all the divinities, gods. Who are they? Adityan Pashya. Arjuna, Dvadasha Adityan Pashya. May you see these gods which you cannot see with your naked eyes. There are so many divinities who are in charge of various departments, who are taking care of this, of the welfare and well-being of the cosmos. They are in charge of so many departments. These gods cannot be seen with the naked eyes. But Arjuna, I will give you that ability to see them. That's why it is an adrushta purvani. You have not seen before, but I will show you. So, look at them. Pashya. Who are they? Adityan. So, Dvadasha Adityan. There are 12 in number. Aditya Devatas. There are 12 in number. Dvadasha. So, may you see these Aditya Devatas. Vasun. Vasudevatas. So, there are 8 in number. Ashtavasus are there. May you see these Devatas. Ashtavasus. Rudran. May you see these Rudra Devatas. Now, it appears as though Bhagavan is showing all these divinities existing in different worlds. Maybe these divinities are existing in different worlds in that 14th world. Bhagavan is showing something which is out of this world. Maybe that is the reason the term Adrushta Purvani is used. He is showing so many things, not only of this world, but other worlds also. So, Rudran Pashya, Ekadasha Rudran. So, there are 11 in number. 11 Rudra Devatas. Ashvinau Pashya, the 2 Ashwini Kumaras. May you see them. Marutaha Tatha, and the 49 Marudganas. A different category of Devatas. Marudganas, 49 in number. May you see them. They are all Bahuni, very many of them, which cannot be listed. So maybe Bhagavan is showing Arjuna varieties of Devatas in various worlds, which cannot be seen with his naked eyes. Interestingly, you will find Arjuna had asked only one small thing, but Bhagavan is giving him much more than what he had asked. I must have told this many times before. Whenever we pray to God, God answers our prayers in 4 different ways. What are they? Number 1, yes. Number 2, no. Number 3, wait. And number 4, take. Here is something better. Yes, no, wait, and take something better, isn't it? So Arjuna's request was, Bhagavan, make me capable of seeing you in this world. In this Vishwam, may I have Ishvara-Rupa-DARSHANA. This was a request of Arjuna. But now you will find that Bhagavan is giving him much more abilities. This topic we will discuss later as Arjuna sees so many things. So, in which way Bhagavan is answering his prayer out of these 4 choices? So, we will find Bhagavan is answering in the 4th way. Take, here is something better. Arjuna, what you have asked is very small thing. I will give you everything. This is the attitude of Bhagavan. See these divinities in different worlds, not of this world. Adityan, Vasun, Rudran, Ashvinau, Marutaha, Bahuni, Adrushta Purvani. These divinities you will not be able to see with your eyes. It is because of my blessing that you are able to see. Now here, there is another beautiful interpretation also, a modern interpretation for the logical minds. They may not believe in all these divinities, etc. So they need a different kind of commentary, a different kind of interpretation. So that interpretation is also available. So what is that? 12 Adityas. Who are these 12 Adityas? Aditya means sun. So therefore, this sun, they say that we have 12 months, isn't it? 12 months are there, January, February, etc., December. So in these 12 months, they say that behavior of sun, the nature of sun, the characteristics of sun, the position of sun, it changes in every month, they say. And of course, it is our experience also. In the month of April, May, the sun is very hot. But in the month of December, January, we feel as though the sun is not that hot. So we find a change in the characteristics, in the nature of sun. At least we experience it when we live in this world. So different names are given to the sun in different months. So these 12 Adityas are what? They are nothing but sun in different months. This is one logical explanation given to these 12 Aditya Devatas. Right, in the same way, Ashtavasus. So who are these Ashtavasus? The 8 Vasudevatas. So Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says these Ashtavasus are 5 elements: sun, moon and the stars. So what are the 5 elements? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. The 5 elements: space, air, fire, water, earth. 5 elements plus sun plus moon plus stars. So together 8. So these are called as Ashtavasus. This is according to Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Then we have Ekadasha Rudras. So who are these Ekadasha Rudras? So Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says 10 sense organs plus mind, they are these Ekadasha Rudras. 10 sense organs, what are they? Pancha Jnanendriyas and Pancha Karmendriyas. 5 organs of knowledge plus 5 organs of action, together they are 10 plus 1, that is plus mind, together we have 11. So these are the Ekadasha Rudras. And then we have Ashwinav. So Ashwini Kumaras, they are 2 in number. They say the presiding deity of our organ of smell is Ashwini Kumar, the nostrils, you know. So breathing happens because of them. And Marudganas, there are 49 in number. What is Marut? Marut means wind. So they say there are 49 different kinds of winds which blow on this earth. Of course, the modern science also, they have named very many of them, like easterlies and westerlies and polar winds and local winds and land breeze and sea breeze and valley winds and monsoon winds and cyclones, etc., etc., etc. They are all different names given to different types of winds. So in our scriptures, they list around 49 different kinds of Marut. Marut means wind. So the point is this: you are seeing this world, Adityan, Vasun, Rudran, Ashwina. So what are you actually seeing? You are seeing the various functionings in this world, but with a divine touch. So when you see the sun, when you are able to see it as a manifestation of the Lord, then that sun becomes a divya. It becomes divine. When you see the hidden hand of God in everything, Adityan, Vasun, the 5 elements you see it as a manifestation of God, then that is Vishvarūpa-DARSHANam. Ekadasha Rudra, the 10 sense organs. Look at your own body, look at your own mind, look at how beautifully they function. There is a perfection in their functioning. how efficiently they are functioning. Each and every organ in the body, the physiological functions in the body, how beautifully they function. The moment you are reminded of God by seeing their perfect functioning, then you have divinized that particular event. This is how we have to understand. When you are able to see the hidden hand of God, and when you are filled with devotion and gratitude for God, then that vision is called Vishvarūpa-DARSHANA. Ashvinau, the breathing, just imagine, even when you are asleep, breathing continues. Who is it that ensures that we are breathing, without which we will not survive? So if you observe the breathing, again, we are reminded of the Lord who is keeping us alive 24/7. In the same way, Marutaha, various kinds of wind when they flow, whether it is breeze or cyclone or storm, what do you see? You see the power of God there. There is a beautiful story in Kenopanishads. Devatas become arrogant because of their victory over Asuras. And each and everyone is praising in the party, There was a night party to celebrate the victory over the Asuras. So each and everyone, he was boasting about his own power, his role, his contribution in winning the war. So at that time, Bhagavan comes in the form of Yaksha and he humbles everyone. He keeps a blade of grass and asks Vayu Devata to lift it. Vayu Devata tries with all his power, but he is not even able to move that blade of grass. Agni Devata tries to burn it, he is not able to burn that grass. They are all humbled. So the point is this, these Devatas, whether it is Vayu Devatas, Urya Devata or Agni Devatas, these Devatas don't have power of their own, they all have power borrowed from the Lord. This is the most important thing. So whatever cosmic powers we see in this world, these powers don't belong to them, they belong to the Lord alone. In the same way, the individuals, whatever abilities and talents they exhibit, they don't belong to them, it belongs to the Lord alone. Now this is Vishvarūpa-DARSHANA. So you are seeing the talent of a person, but you know that this talent is coming from the Lord and it doesn't belong to that person. Then you are seeing Ishvara-darshanam there. In the same way, the talents and abilities in ourselves. Sometimes we are wonderstruck how we are able to perform so well in different fields. So at that time, how should the mind think? The mind should think, these talents and abilities are not mine, it belongs to the Lord. So when this feeling comes, now that is called Vishvarūpa-darshanam. So everything in Vishwam is reminding you of Ishvara. Is taking your attention to Ishvara. This vision is called Vishvarūpa-darshanam. More of it we will see in the next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om